So today I want to show you a palm fruit that's actually growing in my front yard, and I didn't realize it for the longest time until recently actually. So this one is special because they taste delicious and it's really quite interesting. So it's being overtaken by this calancho here, but in here is something called the jelly palm, or Pindo Palm, or Butia Palm. It has a few different names, but they produce very prolifically these clusters of fruit here, and these ones are not quite ripe yet, but when they are, they will start dropping like crazy. I have been harvesting from another cluster that's mostly all picked now, but it's been dropping them and they've been rolling down into the street, and I've been trying to recover them all. So here's one more that's fallen, and this is what they look like. They're little orange balls when they're ripe, and I'll show you how many I already have harvested. So our tree had 2 clusters this season. So far I have around 10 pounds of fruit here. And once we get to harvest that other cluster, we'll probably have around 20 or 15 pounds. But these things taste amazing. So they're gonna have a kind of a blend of maybe coconut and pineapple flavors. I almost want to say mango, but I think they're like a tropical cranberry to me. They taste incredible. So let me show you. They have a big pit in them, so just eat around it. And it's very tart, so that's why I said it's like a tropical cranberry. It's got some zing to it, and if you're not a fan of fibrous fruit, then you may not like this one, because you can see like all the stringiness right there. And I like the ones that are still firm. This one's a little bit soft, but it's still delicious. I'll wash up this other one. So, little guy. Yeah, they have an intense flavor. When I first tasted these, I was trying to place the taste of what they remind me of, and they sort of remind me of Cape gooseberries, if you've ever had those, because those have a very unique taste and texture as well. And they sort of remind me of those, even though they are not remotely related, but both are delicious. So anyway, this one is very special to me because as far as I was concerned, it was just a palm that was producing, well, there it goes, inedible fruit. And then eventually I figured out that after researching it quite a bit, that no, these are edible, and these trees are simply used in landscaping, and the fruit that falls off of them is just generally considered a nuisance. But I think very few people understand that this is actually an edible fruit. So it's so strange. Like it's used in landscaping because it's a very unique looking tree. Like among palms, it has a distinctive look. But when I started getting into, fruit hunting and foraging and et cetera, I caught my eye when these clusters started to come in this year, because, you know, we would just cut them back every year if it produced one, just because, you know, landscaping. But this time I started researching it like a lot, because I was not about to, you know, eat something that I was not 100% sure of what it was. So yeah, PSA guys, do not eat random fruit off of random trees if you do not know 100% what it is. It was the same thing for herbs. Some herbs look almost identical, certainly in different stages of their development. So don't eat things, don't pick and eat things if you don't know 100% what they are. So with that out of the way, when I discovered that this thing was growing in our front yard, I'm stoked. I'm so excited, because look at how much fruit we got. This is insane. And so these things, at least in Western markets, are not sold. And I'm not entirely sure why that is. It may be that it just hasn't caught on, or maybe these fruit don't last on a shelf, because that's often the case with many fruit that don't make it to like a grocery store, because, you know, they won't last on a shelf. So that's why you might only see them at a street market or a farmer's market. So but I was kind of speculating the other day, like there's such a huge market for acai now. And if you didn't know, acai is another palm fruit like this. They're smaller though. They're like more the size of a blueberry, and like you can look at pictures of these things. The clusters of these palm fruit are incredible looking. But I'm wondering if maybe at some point these catch on, and the acai producers, like they all already have all that infrastructure for farming and harvesting like acai. So I wonder if some of that can carry over to other fruits like this that grow in similar ways, albeit they're larger than an acai. But they're delicious, and you know, acai has been given this like quote unquote superfood rap. So I could easily see the marketing machine go into full swing and be like, oh, the jelly palm is a superfruit, you know. But anyway, it's super interesting, super delicious, and I'm glad that I got to discover this right in my front yard and share it with you guys.